What's up, YouTubers? Today is the day. Now that I've got the fiberglass filler over all the weld areas, I need to knock that filler down. This is an old, what I call a knuckle buster, dual action sander, random orbital sander, whatever you want to call it. This one just happens to be a Craftsman. I've got some 36 grit on this, and I'm going to knock this fiberglass filler down so I can wipe it with some lightweight filler and just block that out. I don't know why I'm going through all this trouble, because it is going to get rock guarded as far as making the joint really undetectable, because the rock guard will cover up most of that. But long story short, this is the way I'm going to do it. We'll get her knocked down here and show you some progress as we go. Dust mask when sanding my filler. Now I could have sanded this just after the filler started to set up with like some 40 grit. It would have knocked down faster. The problem I notice when it's real thin like this, if you get on it too soon, sometimes it'll roll up on you. You got to hit it at the right exact time, and I might have made it to about here before this started to set up more. So I just like doing it this way. You could also use an angle grinder and knock some of this down, but really I wasn't able to tap that weld joint down to get it to be sort of a low area so that I could get more filler in it. It's just hard because you only have about 2 inches worth of width here, and to cave that down a little bit and put a bunch of fiberglass in it is going to be real difficult. Alright, there you go. Got some 3M Platinum Plus lightweight filler over that Duraglass now that you saw me knock that down. So basically, I'll just take some 80 grit on a hand block. I may knock this down a little bit since I got a lot of lines in it because I was pulling the spreader down this way. I put a tape line in there because I don't want filler up there, and I don't want to have a bunch of metal showing through there. I do have to clean up a little bit of stuff. Looks like there's a little bit of rust right there. The other side's the same way. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm sure you guys can see this. There's some crust on the bottom of these fenders where the running boards were bolted up and all that. Same thing. I started grinding it back here. There was some surface rust on that, and I gotta wipe some of the mud off of it, but this is all, you can see it right there, some rust, so we'll go ahead and get that cleaned up, and we'll bring you back and show you what that filler looks like and what everything looks like when it's ready to prime. Alright guys, I apologize, I didn't show you the finished body filler work. I kind of showed you what I had going on, but it's kind of routine stuff. I've got a coat of primer on these already. This is Valspar DTM 2035 direct to metal primer. This one, they don't want you to put etch primer underneath it, so we shall see. I haven't used it for anything bare steel any larger than my hand, so they look pretty good though. They got some marks in them up in here where I just ground away some of the corrosion that was on them and didn't really feather them back too much. I'm going to rock guard all the way up into these jams, and that will hide all of that. So basically all I did, I back taped inside the jam itself, and then I just sort of folded some paper over to make myself a line to cut it off at. And once that dries, and I'll let it set till probably noon tomorrow, and I think it's 5 o'clock tonight, so it'll sit overnight at about 60 to 70 degrees here in the shop. And all I'm going to do is feather in the edges and Scotch-Brite these all down, or take a 320 soft pad to them, just enough for that gravel texture to bite to. Nothing crazy. And we'll probably, we're going to come up farther than just the body line. We'll probably come up to here with the gravel texture inside the whole jam, and then carry that right back out the back of the truck. I didn't really want to get into blending paint into these and clearing entire panels, so we're just going to break it off on a line, which is not my favorite thing to do, but it will work. Driver's side's still pretty wet over here. I just got done spraying like 4 minutes ago, so I need to give this 10 or 15 minutes to flash on this side. And I'm just going to 2-coat it, just enough to bite into that. Oh, looks like I had a dum-dum right there too. I ran it in that corner. Nice. Alright, well, that's going to be the end of this video until we get to the blocking the primer out and scuffing these and getting it masked, which should be the next video. So that's it for now. Hope you guys are doing good, and we'll see you soon.